Zdravím všechny, co se měl kanál, tady se vítejte u dalšího pokračování naší dobrodružství v Genshinu. Dnes budeme pokračovat stejným způsobem jako v minulém díle.
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
Jsem čekal. Vítám vás tím, proto taky tam, kde jsme minulý díl skončili, přesně. Tady v té vesnici. To jsou jiných dveří, ale details. A stejně jako minule budeme dělat co? Mikromužíčky zelený. Tak který možná vím, jak se jmenuje, možná ne, ale I do not particularly care. A jako další surprise věc tu máme Tatara Tales Last Act once again. Úplně neuvěřitelný. Stejně jako v minulém díle, i v tomto díle budeme mít nečekanou návštěvu Inazumy. Protože si tady ta questlina zase něco vymyslela po několika reálných dnech. The purification device, backup components, map of our route, and the data from our beacons. I believe that's everything. Hold on, let me check my map. Let me check my memento and see if anything is missing. Don't be nervous, we got this. My apologies, this is the first time entering this area. Usually my realm is logistics and data. And at most I will operate machines remotely. I'm really in over my head this time. It's like trying to drive a duck up a ramp. Have you ever heard that Liyue saying? Weird, what? It basically means asking someone to do something beyond their ability. I'm not sure what's so difficult about getting a duck up a ramp. Ducks. Let's talk about ducks, because I don't want to do this. Alright, let's go. If this device works normally, it should be able to constantly purify Tataragami energy in a small area around it. This way we should be able to enter the disaster zone and be completely fine. We'll stick to our plan. You deal with the Fatui and I'll deal with the Mikage furnace. Get close to the furnace, OK. Takže jako nebudem provádět tu mašinu, jak prostě, že to nebude celá věc. Ne, prostě tam se dostanou z okraje do prostřed v podstatě a jo, by the way, totálně jsme to pronesli. Cheese. Nope. No tak. To je prostě totálně úplně snadný se tam zachytit, no ne. Ony ty nazumský teleporty prostě neplatí. Ty musíte prostě mít ze specifického místa, vole, aby to platilo. Teď je zajímavý, jak blízko bych k tomu realisticky musel být. Jako já nevím, jako to tam jako dali pro srandu, jako hej, tady jsou ty body, kde se můžete teleportovat, ale stejně to nebude fungovat. Je to jenom jako, že na okrasu, aby to vypadalo. Dobrá, oréček. Vylez na tohle. Vylez. Really? To bude trvat věčnost, protože se to prostě nedá traverzovat. Kdyby aspoň fungovaly ty elektrograna, jenže oni i ty jsou rozbitý. Jo, na tohle pro změnu nejde vylízt vůbec. Proč jde na něco vylízt a na něco ne? Jako jak se já mám dostat, vole, nahoru víc. Prostě když debilní věc, po který se nedá dostat nahoru, jde vylízt, ale tady ta krásná tyč prostě nejde vylízt. Zkusil dělat tohle. Postavu zrovna v dobrém místě. Ještě se dostat na druhou stranu. Jo, udělejte normální slop, ty idioté. Já jsem prostě vedle těch bodů a bude dělení nic. Všež proč to pořád targetuje ty nemáky, jsou úplně ukradený. Oh, good heavens, this is my first time entering this place without protecting measures. Still made it here, so that's good. It's okay, it's more beyond my estimates. What were those estimations? In my estimation, this cobbled-together fellow here would have failed on us halfway through. Afterward, I would have been rendered unconscious by the targami energy, and I would be dead. Either way, I kept a small piece of paper in my trouser pocket. Did I tell you about that piece of paper? You just told me, yes. Must have forgotten in a hurry. No, never mind. I'll check on the device, and then we can continue. Stars in mind, we can just... curses, curses. Have things developed as per active stations? Well, I wouldn't say so precisely. It seems like we're now missing about 1, 2, 3 components. They're not key parts, so the device is still working. But if we wish to proceed, we need to find a way to get them back. Components should be on the path we took to get here. You stay here then, as a matter of course. There's some place investigating calling with a hobbit to it. We're going to say strong willy-nilly. I'll leave it up to you. Wow, ono to i funguje, ty vole. Nedostaneš vůbec nic.
Let's move out.
Freshness preserved.
Hey. Really? Můžete toho nechat? Oh, there we go. Yep, I found it all. Bravo! I shall repair it immediately. He begins the repair work. That should do the trick. Let's continue onward. I know of a spot that should be most ideal for a final check. Final check? This is both key step and our proudest moment. Now the product must undergo a final phase of testing before we can release into the market. I mean, those three components that come loose earlier, if you don't check the device again, it cannot help but feel uneasy. Let's proceed. Zase se s tím strojem magicky teleportuje. Jo, to je asi nějaký ten co my jsem někdy potkal v minulých dílech.
Let's move out.
Nothing dropped this time, right? You've seen that? Is this the final check, please? Indeed it is. Let's turn on purification device to full strength. I must warn you that it can just a teensy bit noisy. I believe that this might displease our Fatui friends. Do you understand what I mean? I'll take care of him. We just worry about the furnace. Excellent division of labor. Now allow me to start it up.
Solidify! I will have order!
Allow me!
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Went too far.
Illusion shattered!
Let's end this quickly!
Jo, jasně, určitě si na mě mohl dosáhnout. Jsi taky zabugovaný, zaseganý kretén. S tím svým neprostupným elektrickým štítem, který prostě je nesmrtelný. Přijď blíž, já nechci tam potkat tu tvoji parťačku tam pár metrů za tebou. Pojď blíž, ty vole. No, trošku se posunulo dopředu, to je zázrak.
Shine down!
Let's move out.
Souboj vodních mágů may commence.
This is Her Majesty's gift.
Stabilize!
Hold the line.
Illusion shattered!
On se prostě nepřijde blíž, ta kurva. Ale prostě bude tam v dáli a prostě si nepřijde ani o krok blíž. Já prostě tam za tebou nepůjdu. Já prostě nebudu lákat zbytečně moc nepřátel.
Winter shall eventually come.
Oh, done. Those are really strong and impressive, and maybe a little brainless. You're going to You're going to what? Are you going to sue them? Yeah, of course. Forget violence. I would prefer to use the law as my weapon. Not everyone is versed in martial arts, so talking is all you can do, like a weakling. Based on the current state of the device and its performance, I would say it passed the final check. Now we can get truly down to business. Let's hit to the spot where the real work can begin.
Breathtaking.
There we go. This is the spot. The part of the cipher that stores the core is right above us. My data indicates the concentration here is also the highest. As long as this area can be settled, the furnace systems can start running again, which will return everything to normal. Finally, at the first at this I would have quite liked to use my camera to record our actions here. It's a shame that you can't. It's alright, I can find some people to reenact the events. The name of this film, blah blah blah. The Tatarigami Tales. Yes, Tatara Tales. Yeah, Tatarigami Tales. Neříkejte. Yeah, I'll handle the enemies, you'll handle the furnace, a snad už se nikdy neuvidíme. To naštěstí nikdo pasivně není vyspawnovaný, takže je můžu...
Gather! This is order! Time for retribution! Stabilize!
Shine down!
Nope.
Rest and rebuild.
Jo, jasně, děj si další ledový štít během lusknutí prstu.
Illusion shattered!
Where are you?
Time for retribution! Where did I go wrong?
Jo, jasně, zabijte mi ho na jednu ránu.
I will have order.
Všichni štronzo.
Solidify!
There is no escape!
Verdict is... Rise! This is order!
Shine down! Inazumme shines eternal!
Umři. No. Konečně. Jom. Oh, fuck off. Let's head to the top and see what the situation is like. Dáme vás nahoru? Ne, projděte to úplně celý. Sami znova. Já jsem doslova přímo pod tím. Wow, to mi tak pomůže. To je ten nejvíc useless, vole, teleport. Jako tady je tenhle ten jeden. Tady doslova není žádný jiný. Tam je jenom tenhle. To je taky useless, ty vole. Něco bude užitečnější. Teleportnout se na nějaký teleport waypoint někam vedle. Tenhle ten bude ideálnější. A prostě to se skočit ze zhora, protože scházet to jako celý od zdola nahoru je ta nejdelší, největší pičovina, kterou jsem do teďka slyšel, že po mně chtějí. Jako se děláte srandu. Jako celá tahle struktura je jedno velký bludiště a ještě to všechno vlézt na milion věcí, to trvá hrozně. Já chci tohleto mít skutku co nejrychleji. It's completely harmless. Furnace is back in business. Fatui are problems, but they are not a problem anymore. Mikage furnace is safe for now, so nothing's gonna blow up. I'm looking forward for the movie. Yeah, I'll totally do the fucking movie. So I'll talk for later. Let's return now and claim our glory. Report back to Tornasky. A to je kdo? To je nějaký chuj tamhle 500 metrů vedle, jo? Mikage furnace is back to normal, huh? Oh, you already know. Your days in Mikage furnace have been reported. So you're just going to leave the Fatui at that? You cannot take any action without orders from higher-ups. Alright, I imagine that our good man here must have a fair share of trouble. What's more, I suspect our previous actions only went so smoothly due to the aid of Mr. Hanebi. And of course, it's not as if this soldier was of no help to us at all, after all those 2 doors. Thank you. Well, it was mainly the work of this traveler, not for them. If not for her, I would not achieve anything at all. Is that so? Thank you, Lumine. I apologize for my previous attitude. Thank you again. You're most welcome. Just doing my part. Oh, don't be so humble. If I wouldn't have for you, I would have been stuck outside just watching a play out. However, I do have a question for you, Mr. Soldier. I recall you telling me previously that the most rigorous superior had to return to the city. I imagine that was a terribly grueling ordeal. Well, if you turn out whatever it might be. As to what Sernab is busy with, one of his superiors named Mikoshi Genjiro came by earlier to ask me for a detailed report. After listening to my report, Mikoshi Genjiro became quite interested in this matter. According to what he said afterwards, our mutual superiors also found Sir Hanabi's work ethic to be quite praiseworthy. They have thus decided to appoint Sir Hanabi to the post of foreign attaché to Sumeru. I have heard that he will be staying there, ensuring that the most vital supply line of mushrooms near Sumeru shall remain open and smooth. So bringing mushrooms to Inazumme, eh? Indeed, making sure that mushrooms make it onto Inazumme tables is work of utmost importance. Sir Hanabi is presently awaiting orders in the city, waiting for the right time to set off. Well, wonderful. Good for him. Still having lost such a fine gentleman. Still gets my now vacant post. I recommended a few people for a job. It was decided the craftsman and Yosuke would be in charge of all future maintenance work of the forge. Let's not speak this to anyone. Now, Mr. Soldier, blah blah, is traveler, this is the work for you. It's a blueprint that I previously purchased from a craftsman. I had plans to bring his blueprint back to my homeland, but it seems that you should get a reward, and here you go. Thank you. You're most welcome. You've been a great help to me. Allow me to invite you as my first viewer when I finish all their tales. And I have also small last one favor. Nothing. vážně jeho grand rewardem byl recept židličky. Celý tyhle ty trouble, vám dá židličku. Si vyděláte jako ze mě děláte srandu, vole, nebo co? Si děláš šouvky, ty vole. Resolve the crisis sedmi, kage fairness. Takže celá ta zóna už konečně není jako Černobyl. Takže. Done. A teď se konečně pustíme na ty mužíčky. There we go. To je nejrychleji, co to dokáže. Přišel jsi jak na závanou. Lubák. One might be a tree, rain, dream of honest, dreams. Ježišmarja. For love, Celestia, why do I have to do this? I didn't understand anything. Did you? I can probably guess. Amazing! So what does it mean? He said I can transform into many other things, obviously. Really? Don't pull Paimon's leg. Why did Golden a small flying thing here? Paimon's not some small flying thing. Paimon's actually a flying elf. What anyway? Speak. Your Golden Arrow says a name. I'm not gonna refer to it with a name. Golden Arrow is Golden Arrow. You're here to check up on the Grove of Dreams, or whatever it was called. The Grove of Dreams is fine, the humid is also fine. Up. Let's return. Oh wait, there's a contraption. We need to do stuff with it. Most don't know about it. What is it? I recall I'm saying he's more distant from doesn't know how to communicate with people. We're maybe the first ones who don't know how to get. We're the ones who don't know how to communicate with him. Oh, that's right. We're the ones who should try to follow the local customs. But now that you mention it, how do I know how to communicate anyway? What do you think, small flying thing? The Golden Nara doesn't know what a small flying thing know. We're just asking the amazing, aren't we? Can you tell us how do you communicate with each other? Why do you want to learn? Nara is Nara, Paimon is Paimon, and Aranara is Aranara. Arantuki sees. Paimon wants to turn into a seed and be buried in the soil. No! Does the Golden Arrow to become a seed? It's possible? Sure. Don't talk nonsense. He'll think it's for real. You also forgot what you came for. Festival Tsava. Mazej na ten festival a my ti to tady zařídíme. Spores are bad. Mushrooms are bad too. I need to clear mushrooms. No, konečně se někam dostáváme.
There is no escape.
Já potřebuji až nějakou archer postavu. Well, let's see what I can fucking do. Oh, wow, really? Já teď se ještě seknu tady v textuře, výborně. Leď tam normálně. Ne, ono to poletí někam úplně do prčic. Jako to musím střelit jinam? Jo, musím to střelit úplně jinam.
Easy money.
To bude možné. tak to bude někde u stropu, jak jinak.
Take it easy. Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
The roots of a big tree, excellent. Wet breathing can be heard. Yes, yes, tree, leaves, energy. Paimon can find it around me. Thunder can see the melody, that's a living drop. Well, that sounds impressive, I guess. As expected. Wait, you're still Paimon's line. No, that's turning into Paimon. It's even scarier than dancing on mushrooms. Can imagine that. Why do you think this thing would happen but it never does? I don't think it can be more clear where in the world we're going to find the leaves of the contraption. Dreams. Wait, didn't you say so in the first place? You didn't ask where in the first place. The other things are not communicated are just all over the place. Can you tell us where are the 3 leaves? Yes. So early only answer questions are asked directly, huh? Okay, so where are these 3 locations? Over here, and over there. Cool. And Paimon is defeated. Paimon's defeat is your defeat. They're the same thing. Aren't his words can't be counted on. So what are you gonna do? They were created by Nora, the history nepotřebujeme. Řekni nám, co máme sakra dělat. Mě nezajímá, co meleš. They prayed the gate in front of the silly panda. Ale kdo budeme muset udělat jednu velmi specifickou věc, že? To je zase tohleto. Hello? Are you prepared? Haha, nový rekord. Trrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr Recentruj leaves. Where are the leaves? Dáme trošku z myšky. Jeden je right over here. To má točit tam tím směrem, tak to by zhruba bylo. A já tam vidím tam tu věc. Flicker. Jdeme, kam ty zelený čáry vedou. Ty vedou prostě k tam tomu robotovi, that's it. Ne, počkej, vedle toho robota je ten chujovinec. Nope. Neopadalo kus.
Take flight!
Here you are.
Nahoru. To je prostě cesta skytiček.
Windblade!
Nope. Jsem najít další zelenou čárku a následovat jí, I guess. Tamhle. Bude stačit. Yeah, that should do it. Let's exit the dream. Já si to počkám.
Here you are.
There we go. Bring me to the other side. And made it. We're back. And together with a gentle tune. Who knows? Nějaký mluvání, what? Did I say was něco? There shouldn't be any problems. Oricon was the first parts. Can't really no reaction to spores. Are you not affected? We're not unaffected, we're just mushroom the spores are too small. When one conjunction back and conjunction make everything better except matter. Things will surely get better. We'll find any way to deal with it. Are you not a Varuna? Why are you asking that? Arampandu said that Narvanu was a golden brave Nara. Together with Aranara, they healed the Varuna conjunction to obey the back rain and mud and brought back the sun and moon. They helped the Varuna contraption. Never another tune to vanish on a completely different Narak, and you have some similar melodies? Perhaps? Gunter is not my Varuna, but I'm about to talk a lot about him. His melody the same as Lumine. Listen to it, will bring happiness. Nic z toho není podstatný. Overall tasku, let's go. Jo, zpátky do restopu, prosím. Hey, slumbering roots completed. Not this. Iron chunk. Ruins of Dahri. Okay. Bude asi nejlepší odsuť. Se špatně dostává. Pomůžu si vějířem, abych doletěl co nejdál. Bych měl doletět do konce. A tyhle ty věci mi taky pomůžou, které jsou actually useful. Prince of Dahari, or whatever they called it. Okay. Wow. We saw nothing. Something that flies. Paimon's Paimon. Paimon can fly. You must be a bigger. You don't seem to be afraid. You smell like my people. Well, I guess that makes sense. Můžeš se dostat k té pointě, proč tu jsme. Paimon's confused. Are not our friends. Yeah, we won't hurt friends. What is it said, baby? He's like this to everyone. How responsible? You can look so good but have a big temper? Yeah, sure. Můžeme se někam pohnout. Teď ani nemluví. Ano, teď to vykládat, jak to funguje, jestli to, jak to předtím vykládá se odlouze, je vůbec tento pravé vyložení smyslu. A jestli jsme silný, takže why not? Arbalanki is waiting for us over there.
Things are about to get dicey.
A process of elimination. Here you are.
My apologies.
Done.
Sakura swirl.
Gotcha.
Flicker. Diffract.
Whirling snow.
Tady budeme pro něj mordovat tyhle ty pětižvíky, jedno po druhém. Pořád lepší než sáhodlouhé žvatlání. Jestli pak nebude tolik žvatlat, tak to vezmu jako dobrou alternativu.
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's up.
Kamisato art.
Tak, ty si teďko na ně nebrzneš. Done. You have some skill. We can now go underground. No. There we go. Short and to the point. You defeated Big Iron Chunk. Everything has changed. Big Iron Chunk is on the ground and underground. Nothing to fear, we are strong. We know. What are you doing? What are we supposed to do? Můžeme se někam dostat, prosím. Almost if you could learn how to use your battling style too. If you could, Paimon, I would leave every battle to you. Yeah, and Paimon will protect you instead. Yeah, I'm counting on it. Leave it to Paimon to convey everything to me. I lost the dream, a good thing, bad thing, can't tell. Maybe it's a stupid thing. You can dig into soil and get down, and let's find out. Find the mechanism and activate it. Tam známý mechanismus. Look. The water is draining away. Moje asi no, kdyby to bylo dole, maybe. Ne. Oh, we're going deep so far, much deeper, farther. Další intento grano. Wait. Než se stane to, co se stane, protože já to tam vidím, tak se deploynu svoji nejprofesionálnější battle grupu. They seem to be broken, they're not moving at all. Já tomu nevěřím. Just a bunch of rusty iron chunks that don't work. It's dangerous, you'll get in trouble. Just careless memory. Challenge is a bit of the strongest influence. Strict on yourself, not to others. Women will trigger themselves starting tomorrow. And some mentions here, now I did take 3 other rocks. He took words out of my mouth, speaking of which, he doesn't use metaphors at all. Proto je to možná víc straight to the point a je to o něco lehčí na mě. It's easier to understand though. It's more direct and easier. Arbelica thinks a lot. Arbelica doesn't think much, and Arbelica only knows how to protect. Pandu once protected Vana and Narunda, like that, and the contraptions. It's been a long time since Varuna left Vana. Maybe he won't come to Festival at Savan anymore. Pandu must know it's been so many years since then. Enough time for small sea to go in the gentry for Vana, so it's out for Nara Varuna. Arbelica never met Varuna, doesn't think much of the Pandu. Naruna is no longer here, but Nara could still heal the contraption. Yes, let's help heal the goddamn contraption, please! Let's get the scattered leaves. Jasně, že se budeš točit přesně opačným směrem. Yep. Jenom jeden. Já myslel, že na mě pošlete oba.
Rebuild! This materialism! The Temple of Wisdom!
Illusion shattered!
Udělám tohleto kombo.
Torrent, bring refuge! Uphill battle! Let's move out.
Done.
Roll!
Shine down!
Hold the line!
Done. Já, protože je to velký, neznamená, že to nesložím ještě rychlejc. Paramount Scatterless will get in trouble. Ruin guards are here to do their job too, you know. Yeah, guards should be guarding something. Paramount Settlers to run, the John check is making no nonsense. Paramount will become more sensible in the future. I'll hold you to it. Of course, tomorrow... No, starting from now, actually. Jo, jasně. Leave the rest to Arbelica. I can take care of everything. We're one step closer to healing the contraption. Všechno bude v pohodě, Les bude zdravý. Let's go together. You follow our Balika back to the rest stop. You enter the places we mentioned, but it goes to one contraption now, but the water flows flowing backwards. Let's go and ask what to do next. 47 mm. Lumine and Prima, thank you for helping. Our Bond senses that the branches blocking the stream has been removed. So we can... the contraption, right? So, not yet. Oh, Maria. Já vás zabiju. With the contraption, it's occasionally obviously that thing. It doesn't look like an entrance. Yeah. What if it activates us as we go in? The water jet's so high, it looks powerful too. Can't figure out how we're going to its center. So we're taking this thing head on then. I've heard that some people train by sitting under a waterfall and absorbing its impact, which shall be swept away. We can just make it stop, duh. The water can stop? Yeah, proč ne? It's not so much of a coincidence. We did such a minute by coincidence. Naturally, it's difficult to find a grove in dreams, though. Pray for rain on the fecund land. Ještě máme tady tu celou věc. A tohle vypadá jako actually interesting shit. Podívejme se, kolik času uběhlo. Protože bůh že pro mě to je jako věčnost. Celý ten ordeal s těma lesníma mužičkama trval necelých 30 minut. Give or take something.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the...
Šeš. A plus s nečekanýma 30 minutama, taky plus minus s tatarigami chujovinou, tak to dělá celkem dohromady skoro přesně půlku téhletý epizody. A tak přejedeme na hlavní kolej a půjdeme věnovat tu druhou hodinu tohoto videa v hlavní lince. S bohem Ei Woods, tady to finální došoupnutí tohodle doděláme příště. Společně s tím druhým a my se vrátíme tam, kde jsme skončili. Což je přímo tady, ve vesnici. Takže se přejdeme sem. Tak. Přečtěme si suma sumárum kurentního lomeno posledního záchvěvu příběhu. After arresting the radicals, thanks to Dia, you escorted them back to our village. The testimony Cadence je totálně seřvala. Oni vyklopili absolutně všechno. Pak Sino jim vyhrožoval, že je zabije. A to vyklopili pak ještě víc. It revealed that the involvement of a mysterious man and his forces. At the same time, Alatham has appeared in front of the village chief's house. A řekl vám, že jste totální lemry, že ta jedna osoba, kterou jsme vyslýchali, Forklus, celé jasně lhala. A řekl nám, ať si s ní promluvíme, a ona nám poradila o směru, odkud vycházejí skřeky nějakých shouts of the damned. Prostě nějakých zatracených. Takže se podíváme na to údajné místo, odkud plynou nářeky. No, já se váma nebudu zaobývat, a to můžete rovnou zapomenout. Váma se taky nebude zaobývat. A tady je to pod waypointu akorát křižovatka. A takže tenhle ten malinký poj si to s náma bude chtít projít taky. Viewpoint. Lifeless Dar Shalifa. Tamhle je ten pod. Ano tak. Si tam zaléz, než dostanu nějaký nápady.
Provisions are vital.
Nope.
Is this the place? It's in terrible shape. And there's sand everywhere. Monsters! Watch out!
Wow. Really?
Make yourselves at home. Allow me.
There is no escape!
Commit it to memory.
Done. Jo, paní na mě vrhnou velkýho a budou předpokládat, že to bude challenge.
Shine down!
Hold the line. Grow, grow, grow. Commit it to memory. Billowing surge. They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
Yes. Jo, samozřejmě to bylo jednoduchý, protože já už mám svoji handpicked grupu, která byla ověřena jedním z těch bullshit trial challenge, se kterýma hromada lidí má problém, tak tohle je ta sestava přesně, která to zvládla, tak proto jí tu mám, protože dokáže dávat ty největší útoky s nejlepšíma kombinacema, které prostě se osvědčily. Takže ani tyhle ty velký hulváti mě nezastaví. What are you expecting? We're pros at killing monsters.
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, something like that. He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Are you the one? Are you the chosen one? No, je to jenom pilíř. No, to je jenom dorovej pilíř.
Let's go in and take a look.
You search the abandoned hospital.
Hey, we haven't found Squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
search the hospital from top to bottom.
I'm taking a break.
Never mind.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read?
Tenhle ten týpek je o 3 kroky napřed.
What are you reading? Let Paimon...
Nope.
Okay, sure.
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in
To
natural
nepotřebujeme
motion.
slyšet.
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya.
See ya!
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while either.
Hey, Paimon's your Teyvat travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already.
Jo, tak jak to, že po Liyue už si nám neřekl nic zajímavého. Prostě, Mondtstad, jo. Liyue, sure. Inazumě a Sumeru, nepamatuju si. Nepamatuju si, ani nemám záchvěvy vzpomínek, že by Paimon něco říkal jako guidovskýho. Prostě jenom, jsme v Inazumě, co budeme dělat teď? Najdeme nějakou autoritu a Nebo někoho, kdo nám pomůže k archonovi. Done. Prostě nějaký říkání, co je kde, něco o té zemi? Ne.
And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Okay, you're the best. Whatever. Tak, mezi tím si dáchneme, než bude noc. Já jsem přišel v noci, takže to je trošku divný.
Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh?
It is time.
What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Let's get him.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
To je prostě jasná díra. A jo, hlava se trošku třepe, ale don't pay attention to that. To nic nejí.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here.
Neříkej ty velký nápadný padací dveře, ty vole. Puzzles.
As I thought. There's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
What? Why are we teleporting? My jsme byli dole, ale nás to prostě teleportlo zpátky nahoru. What the fuck? Elemental Monuments easy. Tady je jeden. Dejte mi tu chujovinu. Tady jsou kameny, který jen tak chrání prostě. Ta se nespadne, ale může to každou chvíli spadnout. Máte tam na střeše nějaký ten chujovinec? Ne. Tamhle na střeše tý bultovy. Tak, co to po nás bude chtít? Done. Někdo pochyboval? Jenom tady dotrandáme sem.
I see everything. Allow me.
Absurd!
Do zdi se zabrznout můžeš, ale já tě stejně převezu.
There is no escape!
Covenant of the Deep.
Done.
Let's move out.
Here we go. Tak, teď můžeme jít dolů. Just week's shifts. In case of emergency, contact the physician on duty immediately. Monday, Ibrahim. Tuesday, Wednesday, Amundi. The remaining sections are blank. Patient Abbas, male, 23 years old, mole on the left side of the forehead and left-handed. What? Well, while his condition remains very serious, survival will be difficult without professional medical care. Patient survivability, once found immediately reform. Don't give up, stay positive. All beings are under the watchful eye of the divine, so don't ever give up. The rest of the garment has been unreadable by the lettering. this week's meals. Keep a balanced diet, rest regularly, maintain good mood. Monday, minty bean soup. Taichin. Yep. Minty bean soup and taichin for lunch. Dinner, curry shrimp, panipuri. Tuesday, lunch, salad biryani. Dinner, fish with cream sauce, potato boat. Wednesday, lunch, shakusha bean cake. Everything else is blank. What's up, Millie, for Wednesday dinner? There seems to be darkened remains of a stem inside the vase, which is probably used to hold flowers. The words for oven are at the bottom of the bottle. It seems to have been a gift for someone. Takže tohleto byla ta hospital.
There's someone over there.
Wait, we need to be careful.
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather.
Jak mu může vidět do očí?
Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
So, how did he become like this?
Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Tohle. The Eremite guy who went mad.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale.
First, the academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection,
emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia.
all the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago.
Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises.
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret
and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru Village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
I see.
An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
So how did you learn about all this?
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
No, that can't be right. Most of the mad scholars have made contact with the divine consciousness in the forest, and that's what academia is after. It's also safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor, and also the Balladeer. They're using the divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a god.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
The academia needs people who have been exposed to the divine consciousness.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of
There's
course.
a case.
The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Yeah. Přesně můj point. Já jsem přesně na téhletý exaktní lodi. What are you gonna do? Save everyone?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
Your motive seems to be more just specific and personal.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Though he rejects the notion of greater heroism, he justifies his action because they are true to his personal motivations. Someone like him might actually make for a better ally.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
What do we do with him?
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
Whoops, wrong button. Get back to village chief's house. Okay, to už nebudu chodit. Let's enter inside.
We're back!
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
Sure.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
Dole, všichni jsou pryč.
So,
Dole.
at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital served as the academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
Ooh.
Are our friendships that shallow?
U některých? Kind of.
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue.
Care to share your thoughts?
Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole.
Ne úplně podle mě. Spíš jenom podle mě, mý teorie, dokážu odhadnout jeho pohyby, protože má velmi specifický mindset a oni dokážou předpovídat ten jeho mindset.
Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Exactly.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now. If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
One step behind him.
Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
You're getting smarter, Paimon. Damn.
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After him! Please, wait! I want to go too.
Nah.
You want to go too? If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
I want to find Grandpa. I promise. I'll be careful.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Alright.
Yay! Let's go! Remember to pack some food with you. Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
To dia, která odešla. Follow Sino.
I'll be awaiting your good news.
Up. Loading outside, there we go. Gonna find the village keeper as you set out again. A to je zajímavý twist. Prostě, že Sino je ten zrádce, ale i jako jo i ne. Jako dává naší lokaci a naše činnosti nepříteli, ale nevědomně, prostě jenom super AI systém.
So, where do we go from here?
Do you remember the route you took?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
But we are in the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Jo, jasně.
Is that
Tak
because we
věřím.
play here a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
Now's not the time for complaining, Paimon.
Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there, it looks like it's buried really deep.
With some effort, you managed to retrieve.
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Everyone goes in a different direction and starts digging. After a short while, you dig up several different things.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kinda scary.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what? Grandpa, I hope you don't go
that no one cares.
It's gonna be fun.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
I agree.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Okay, sign up.
But running on sand is so tiring. But you're flying,
Yay, you're
are
not
you,
running.
Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too? Ugh, of course it is!
Voices, over there.
Nas to
That sounds like
zostawił.
an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
He has an ear
Don't get any
helmet.
closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
Maybe it's a business deal.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Tia? Why would you... Tia!
Ah, my... Why? Why? Proč to musím snášet? To mohlo být tak zajímavý, co všechno bychom slyšeli říct, ale teďkon prostě celý je to prostě v kýblu. Teď jediný, co se maximálně stane, je, že prostě budeme muset bojovat s Diou a ostatníma, nebo proti ostatním a Dia jakoby unikne, nebo se vzdá, prostě to bude chtít vysvětlit. A nebo prostě sledujeme tady nějakou interakci, která je totálně out of context a s akademií nemá nic společného, protože to jsou eremiti, ne akademici.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa?
I don't care.
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
Yeah, you don't
Betrayed
say.
Aru village.
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself, I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
No idea.
Shut it, Paimon.
Celý je to out of
Doesn't matter.
context.
Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Celý je to out of context, takže pro mě v tomhle momentě já absolutně nevím, co se děje. Kdo je na jaký straně, nebo co se děje, prostě to budu vědět až na konci tohohle videa pravděpodobně.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed King Deshret. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia?
I like them.
These people have no value as bargaining chips. But I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Jo, jako by to dokázali.
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
S tím se nemá cenu bavit.
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
My se prostě zbytkujeme na konci. To je prostě co se stane. A já bych rád, kdyby to dopadlo nějak jinak, ale já prostě si nemůžu pomoct, že prostě to dopadne tak, že prostě Lumina versus ty 3-4 týpci prostě, který bude muset zmlátit.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia!
Teď je
What do? Think of something!
Teď je jenom otázka, udělej to na kameru?
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Oh no!
Dia! Run!
Why? Ona je s tím totálně v pohodě. Unnecessary prolonging of what's gonna happen.
Stop!
Jo, jakoby v půlce rozmachu.
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Jo, určitě by v půlce velkého rozmachu dokázal zastavit prostě. Jo, jasně.
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Cool. Okay, everyone good? Keřík to zakrývá. A jako ten trade se nestane, jako ale hejtem za ty skolary, prosím.
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you lost your mind? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
And I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
I'll be worried about you.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed.
It's okay.
Shush.
I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it
Yeah,
takes.
whatever it takes.
You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
That's just how he is.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
You return to Harvage and rest in your rooms. What are the chances of success? What are the stakes? There's no way of knowing. Secret of the Scorching Desert. To je další kód? Yes it is. A po téhle bombě, kterou jsme právě teď viděli odehrát před našimi očima, se rozlučíme s touhletou epizodou. Koukám mi prosím, tady jsme. A to bude všechno pro tento díl. To byla hodně zajímavá, nečekaná bomba na závěr. Já jsem fakt čekal, že to bude další normální normí fight. Že to bude prostě absolutně normí fight, prostě na konci zbombíme pár mini-boss like 3-4 týpky eremajský, který mají hodně HPek a to bude všechno. Já jsem absolutně nečekal, že prostě udělají něco nečekanýho. Že prostě udělají něco ne až nečekanýho, ale prostě něco jakože napůl. Na jednu stranu jsem chtěl vidět, jak jí useknou ruku, protože to by pak bylo divný. Že ta postava jako taková, kterou můžete si vytočit, tak má obě ruce, ale kanonicky prostě nebude mít obě ruce a zobrazit v příběhu postavu, která má obviously jenom jednu ruku a má prostě stump místo ruky, to by bylo jako takový a nemyslím, že Genshin je takovýho vysokýho ratingu. Že to by asi jako neukázali v tomhletom ratingu, že Genshin není 18+. Jako useknutá ruka, prostě zabandážovaná by byla jako podle mě na 18+, a Genshin je příliš dětský na to, aby to prostě bylo, takže z tohle směru jako to taky nemohlo se stát. Na jednu stranu jsem prostě vnitřně viděl, že jí tu ruku neuseknou, ale na druhou stranu jsem to chtěl vidět. Fakt jsem to vnitřně chtěl vidět, jak jí useknou tu ruku, a říkal jsem si, to nemůžou ukázat napřímo. To neukážou napřímo prostě ani za milion let, protože to by bylo příliš grafický a bylo příliš takový obzvláště pro mladší osazenstvo. Takže jsem čekal, jako co se stane, ale prostě ve ultra slow motion shotu, prostě v půlce rozmachu, prostě řekne normální rychlostí stop. OK. Anyway, tak další díl skládačky byl usazen do místa. Taky to, že trackujou Signa a jeho každý move je hodně zajímavý. A celá ta dynamika v této grupy, která se tu assemblenula prostě somehow, mě jako taky fakt baví. A těším se na to, jak se to rozuzlí. A taky doufám, že lesní mužičky v dalším díle dorazíme. No minimálně dorazíme ten jeden subquest a ten druhý má first chapter z několika x chapterů, takže tam se dostaneme možná tak do půlky při nejlepším. Ne, že bych věděl, co je půlka. No. Takže to bude mě pro tento díl všechno. To jsem si myslel, ale než se rozloučím, tak samozřejmě musíme vyšpulnout. Tak a dneska co si pulnem? Oba dva tyhle gentlemany máme. Somehow. Pořád nemáme tohodle chuje, což mě vnitřně dožírá. Ale je to 4-starový týpek z té nové země, tak a je to Cryo Claymorer, takže je jako v podstatě jako Eula, akorát slabší. Že není nic jako super úžasného, jako se o ně jako kvůli němu nějak přerážet. Jako mám postavy jako je on a lepší postavy ve stejné kategorii jako je on, takže jediná novelita nebo super věc na něm je, že je prostě nová postava, chci ho do sbírky jako takovýho, tak to nemám zapotřebí. Budu si šetřit tyhle na další banner, kde může být někdo, koho chci. A nebo nějakou postavu, kterou si můžu vymaxovat konstelaci. Takový vždycky ho vítám. Takže pro tentokrát si po dlouhé době půlneme ten standardní, kde může být úplně cokoliv. Má tam skoro 50, což je taky hodně. Takže jdeme na to. Dáme půl, standardní pravidla, jaké mám, a let's see what we get. Please, Aaron Jesus, gift me with something amazing. Prosím, něco shiny, něco good. Ne, to ne. To jako ani náhodou, to jako si děláte. Tak to mě tak vykolejilo, až jsem to omylem schodil na plochu celý. What? How? What? Jako co se děje? Co se děje? V posledních 3 dílech. Pokud jako, teď nemám perfektní 100% přehled o tom, ale pokud se nemýlím, tak v posledních 3 dílech jsem na konci 3 dílů za sebou rovnou 3 5starové postavy za sebou. What the fuck? Já nemám nekonečno resource, já vyloženě mě dojdou úplně všechny resursy na maxování postav, protože už jich mám tolik nových najednou, že prostě já nevím, já nemám už ani čas. Já nemám materiály, ani čas, prostě tolik nových postav. A to ještě jak jsme dostali já i Miko před už teďkon docela dlouhou dobou, tak tu taky mám pořád jakože postava, kterou chci levelnout ještě trochu, protože na myslím 60 nebo 70 a talenty, ty skilly nemá vylevlený úplně a pořád ještě takový dodělávací práce tam. A to bylo už před nějakou dobou. A od té doby jsme dostali asi další 3 postavy minimálně. Jako what the fuck? Jenom za posledních 10 dílů přísám prostě Childe, Tartaglia, Žongli, Dia a ještě Jaimiko v ne tak daleké minulosti. What the hell? Jako what? Na druhou stranu, jestli jako další banner bude Dia banner, tak to bude hodně funny a smutný najednou. Well, I got it. Já nevím, co se děje. Já prostě absolutně nevím, co se děje. Na druhou stranu jsem slyšel, že Dia je nejslabší 5-star, stejně jako Chi-Chi, ale minimálně bude raw damage Claymore s nějakým tím plamenem jako ta Xinyan. A minimálně jako 5-starová postava bude mít o trošku víc jako bells and whistles oproti Xinyan, takže bude mít nějaký zajímavý side věci. Jej, další luk do sbírky, lukařů není nikdy málo. Cool. I guess I have. I guess I got it.
Respect must be given to the will.
Já dostanu 5-starou postavu z jednoho toho banneru specifického. Tak rovnou druhý banner. Tam dostanu taky tu postavu z toho banneru. Tak rovnou standard banner. A tam taky dostanu 5-starou postavu úplně jinou. What the fuck? A to tam může dropnout bez stejné pravděpodobnosti úplně kdokoliv. Kdokoliv. A já jsem stejně dostal tu 5-starou postavu, která je nová. Kterou prostě ještě nemám. Já prostě absolutně nevím, co se sakra děje. Member of the Eremites, a mercenary organization that roams the sands of Sumeru, valiant and powerful, she enjoys great fame amongst her fellows. Ráda se dělá make-up, I suppose. Ztratím to hodně, ale minimálně 120. Unstinting Sucker. Tyhle ty kamínky je potřeboval naposledy, myslím, Alhaitham, ale to už bylo tak moc dávno, že ten už je vylevlený na level, kde jsem s tím spokojený. A tyhle ty challenge, kterých moc nemám.
Huh. How about that? I really did get stronger.
Yeah, how about that? Dá se, že ona bude mít možná bonusy, čím víc bude mít hápek. A ona potřebuje tuhle tu shiny krychli, což je z bosse, který ještě nemám zpřístupněnýho. Cool. Takže ona bude chillovat zpátky s tou jako postavou. Který z vás to taky potřeboval? Jo, Cadence. Cadence a Dia obě dvě potřebují tu shiny krychli. Nebo ten shiny trapezoid, nebo jak se to jmenuje ten tvar. Že Sensor Sword, 4 strikes and her martial arts. Ok, nějaká kombinace toho. Continuous slashes, že sekání jako Eula. Skill, Molten Inferno. This Dia's own invention changes method of use depending on the combat situation. This skill, Indomitable Flame. This skill be unleashed should there be no fiery sanctum field created. These AoE pyro damage and creates a field known as fiery sanctum. Takže když ten skill použiju po druhý za sebou, tak to udělá Raging Flame, když to použiju dvakrát za sebou. This skill be unleashed if the fire sanctum is already existing. They will perform a leaping attack dealing AoE pyro damage before recreating a fire sanctum field at a new position. Fire sanctum will inherit the remaining duration. Takže to není, že to můžete resummonovat znova ten fire sanctum field, ale prostě jenom si půjčíte ten cooldown z toho předchozího, no ten duration. A ta Raging Flame forma, ta sekundární toho skill AoE pyro damage může být jenom jednou, pak to vždycky bude tohleto první. Co dělá Fire Sanctum? Dobrá otázka. When an opponent within the Fire Sanctum field takes damage, the field unleash an attack dealing AoE pyro damage to them based on Dia's attack a max AP. A jednou za nějaký čas, ale ne až tak dlouhý čas, ale ne instantně. Active characters within this field have their resistance to interruption increased, and when such characters take damage, a portion of that damage will be mitigated and flow into Raiden Blood. Takže Dia dostane ten damage místo ostatních, OK. Dia will then take this damage over 10 seconds when the mitigated damage stored by Raiden's Blood reaches or goes over a certain percentage of Dia's max HP, she will stop mitigating damage this way. Jo, takže určitý procento jejich hápek je v podstatě ten mitigation, takže to není jako do nekonečna. Only one first item can exist, jo. To je hodně složitý skill. To řeknu rovnou, to je šíleně složitý. Leonine Bite. Unleashing her burning anger and casting her inconvenient blade aside, Dia enters a blazing lioness state and increases resistance to interruption. In this state, Dia will automatically and continuously deal flame main fists. Dealing period, OK, ona prostě bude karate. Prostě karate style. Based on her attack damage, based on her attack max HP znova, jako obvykle. And when its duration ends, you unleash an incineration drive dealing pyro damage ještě na závěr, based on attack max HP znova. If a fire sanctum field exists when this ability is unleashed, Dia will retrieve it and then create another field once the duration expires. Jo, takže ten field přemístí zase prostě k sobě, kde se nachází. Vždycky, když vytvoří field a pak ten vytvoří field znovu, tak se prostě přesune, kde je. Prostě téměř v jakýmkoliv situaci. Jo, ten field bude stejný. In this state, unable to cast elemental skill or perform any other attacks. Takže prostě jenom left clickujete ty ohnivý fisty, dokud to máte, a to je všechno. Unleashing Roaring Barrage within immediately after each flame strike will increase the speed at which the next strike will be triggered. Takže to můžete mlátit a pak se to mlácení možná i zrychluje. OK. A teďkon ty pasivky. Sunlit Way, to je tak nějaká 5-starová prostě extra. Increase the movement speed of your party members during the day. To snad já mám někoho, kdo to... Jo, Rosaria má přesně tohleto, ale v noci. Takže zkombinujete Rosarii a Diu a máte rychlejší movement speed na pořád. Does not take effect in domains and Abyss, not stackable passive talents that provide the exact same effects. Pasivka za lehké vylevlení. Within 6 seconds after Dia retrieves the Sanctum Field jakýmkoliv způsobem, she will take less damage when receiving damage from the damage redirection. Takže když se na ní redirectuje damage, protože máte jinou postavu venku, tak se na ní neredirectne veškerý ten damage, ale jenom část. Takže nějaký ten damage se tam ztratí. This effect can be triggered once every 2 seconds. Within 9 seconds after unleashing the skill, she will grant party members a gold forged form state. This state will increase the character resistance to interruption. A za vymaxování, when her HP is less than 40%, Dia will recover 20% of her max HP and restore 6% of max HP every 2 seconds. Once every 20 seconds. What? Takže když jí uberou hodně a pořád nezemře, pořád žije, tak prostě si vyhýluje docela dost hápek, prostě z ničeho nic. A pak za 20 sekund to může vyhýlovat znova. Jako pasivky a jako ten general playstyle z toho nejvíc hrubýho pochopení těch jejich věcí. Jako hodně to závisí na tom, jak ty skilly a bursty a ty její útoky vypadají.
I got you, boss.
Ok, jak máme ideu. Takže vás přetáhne pěstí na konci. Tak, tohle. I když koukám na ten field, tak v podstatě jsem zase zapomněl, co to vůbec dělá. Aspoň, že ten skill není jako tap versus press, jako dlouhý zmáčknutí versus krátký zmáčknutí, prostě to udělá vždycky tu jednu tu samou věc. Well, není v rotaci, takže ji nevyzkoušíme ve speciálním triálu. A to bych si chtěl ještě přečíst tu věc. Fire Sank the field will unleash attack. Jo, to je když na mě uvnitř toho fieldu někdo zaútočí, tak ten, kdo na mě zaútočí, dostane ten pyro damage. Samozřejmě based on stats, jako úplně všechno, co ona má. Takže je to v podstatě takový Thorns efekt, ohnivé variace uvnitř toho fieldu. Takže jako animace na vás neútočí jakože tak intenzivně, tak konstantně, takže se to jako mockrát jakože nestane. Většinou dostanete jednu čočku za čas. OK. Hop. Tak to bude prozatím všechno. S tou příběhovou bombou a s touhletou nečekanou vyšpulovou bombou se s váma loučím, takže děkuji, že jste se dívali a pokud pravidelně spát, tak dobrou noc.